This is what starts revolutions. This is what starts regeneration. We have that potential, and I'm seeing that potential. I'm feeling that potential. Like the stuff that CapitalBop is trying to do and is doing, it's important for us to lean into that energy.
If we just think about the history of the music, a lot of people had to get very imaginative and very deep within themselves and say, it's up to us to make this thing happen.
Period.
We have to organize ourselves. We have to make the music happen ourselves. We have to record the music ourselves. We have to put it out ourselves. We have to figure out a way to get the community involved.
Bohemian Caverns was my spot.
I'm with you, dude.
I mean, culture was made there.
Yeah. But it's like Twins. You could go listen.
You could go and learn.
Exactly. I remember seeing some crazy bands from New York at Twins when I was like 16. But then also I could go to Wendy and be like, I think I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
Can I get a gig?
Yeah, and be in a listening room. Yeah.
Right.
Access is huge. Access is huge.
CapitalBop can be that space for people. Union Arts was this magical space where there was all of these young people. And it was like not a bar or a restaurant or a jazz club. And like if you had $10, like Gio would just let you in, Luke would just give you a beer, and you know, like you would just hang out and experience the art. And man, I remember like going there with young friends, but then also sitting and having conversations with like Fred Foss there. Like
it was organic, man. It was fantastic. It's fantastic.
In my late teens, early 20s, I was so grateful for that space. So it's like you're talking about these young people coming out now. I'm like, yeah, we can create that space for the next generation.
I mean, it's really intergenerational, frankly. Like, I see a lot of people at my gigs who I wouldn't expect to come out, but young people, and that's what's really exciting.
I've done 2 of these workshops now at Howard, working with students on how to document music. It's a really special group of people, and just the inspiration that gave me to be able to look like 18 to 21-year-olds in the eyes and be like, oh, you actually care about this, don't you?
Just the idea of the education program being right here in Ward 7, and when I came into this building and I see these beautiful little babies, I'm like, okay, when we doing this, y'all? I've been here as an educator in Ward 7 for over a decade, and you know, I love my people. I'm blackity black. So I love seeing our culture celebrated and honored, and using it as light to inspire these communities that are way too ignored.
The mutual aid of music communities is that we're all trying to look out for each other to whatever extent we can. And
absolutely.
Like you're saying, it creates like kind of more critical. We do that now than ever, even though it's maybe harder to do it now than it ever has been.
There's a new sound that emerges out of the imperative of let's organize ourselves. There's a beauty that comes out of this self-generated, self-directed, musician-led space, institutionally and sonically.
Your intentions change your sound. And when they change your sound, people can hear that shit, man. But not just hear it, they can feel it.
In the world of both music writing and jazz journalism, CapitalBop is absolutely singular right now. And I mean that in terms of creative direction.
There's no city like DC, and I think the CapitalBop calendar is low-key a huge reason why.
Raise your hand if somebody has come to a gig of yours because they saw it on the calendar.
On the calendar, the calendar, yes.
As someone who took over the steering wheel at CapitalBop at a time where so many things were in flux, and when our team was very, very, very small, to have watched the organization get back to where it was going when we first started, when Luke and Gio were first building this community, finally I think returned to a place where we're constantly pushing outwards.
Everything that we're talking about makes me think about like there is no us and them, right? Like CapitalBop, the team, now has become this beautiful mix of writers and musicians and creatives and people that are part of this scene. So it's like there's no us, the organization, them, the scene. If CapitalBop is a resource that's part of your life, bringing in music and culture into your life, into your communities, then you give monthly or regularly, and like you are a part of it too. So I think it's really about like breaking down these walls and creating a way that the students, the musicians, the photographers, the videographers, like we're all doing this together. There's not really like a divide anywhere.